Good evening, everyone. Steve Sawyer, co-founder of the Developmental Trauma Training Institute here this evening. It's been a little while since I posted, and sitting here with one of my long-term colleagues, Jeff Ryan, and we're here to talk to you about our high acuity brain spotting initiative that has been a culmination of lots of effort and lots of years of experience. So we're going to share with you a little bit about that, and we have some trainings coming up in the near future. So wanted to be able to share this to help people answer some of the questions about what this training is really about. But I'm going to give Jeff a moment to introduce himself and what he does, and I'll share more after him.
Yeah, hi everybody. Jeff Ryan. I co-founded the High Acuity Brain Spotting Initiative with Steve Sawyer. It is a 2-year project that we started out where we were reaching out to residential programs and teaching an innovative way to do brain spotting with people that have more complex and difficult ways of accessing brain spotting. But now we're really rolling it out to a broader audience and moving it more into outpatient and other levels of care where we found out so many more people are looking for these types of skills and interventions, and so we're really excited about this, and it truly is the culmination of both Steve and I's careers working with these clients over the years.
Yeah. For many of us that are trained in brain spotting, our understanding and our baseline is that most people are able to step within the brain spotting window of tolerance and go into brain spotting. And then there are those that experience their first outcomes with brain spotting and can be overwhelmed by them. And we really have built this model focused towards the individuals that are struggling with integration and brain spotting. So in this, we have worked really diligently to really develop an understanding of the frame of the window of tolerance and what we can assess, including multiple assessment tools to be able to figure out what a person's brain spotting window of tolerance is somewhat in advance, and then as we discover as we work with the individual. As we do that work, then we progress into 4 areas we call the 4 fundamentals of assessing how a person's going through their brain spotting and being able to effectively experience it and integrate it well. And there's markers that we can watch for and integrate into the process. Each one having their own assessment tool. Some of them we custom made ourselves for this population. And this comes from so many years of, especially my specialty area of working with developmental trauma and dissociation, some of those more fragile populations. And Jeff's got, we both have an equal number of years of working with these tough populations.
Yeah.
And so in that, the ability to work with people and keep them moving forward with brain spotting. And this really applies to those of you that are clients that are coming back that are refusing to do brain spotting, that are, or they're too scared to step into brain spotting. How do we give them the appropriate, what we use as the term dosage of the experience to be able to be successful? Jeff introduced me to a term that I really, really value called micro-processing. Is how do we do small bits and pieces of work at a time. These are all built diligently into this training in a very systematic way so that people go through the 3 days with us. It's a Zoom training, it's fully Zoom, that you'll have some really takeaway tools to apply to your populations that are struggling with getting into it or maintaining their work with the brain spotting.
One of the things that I think is really exciting is how we've been able to help people use brain spotting in a stabilization methodology, right? So we're actually we're using interventions within the brain spotting model to prepare people for doing deeper work. And so you can do all of these interventions that work to stabilize their window of tolerance, to expand their window of tolerance, and to develop internal networks and resources that will help them to be more stable, to actually do deeper work eventually. It's really exciting stuff.
Yeah, and this work isn't just so outpatient providers can provide this, substance abuse counselors. We talk about some of the addictions and the risks associated with very intensive work, populations that are sensitive and need a gentler and careful approach. And this also applies to any of you that are working in intensive outpatient programs,
Yeah.
residential treatment programs. I ran wilderness therapy programs for years. So in these environments where there's a little bit tighter container, so we really teach across the breadth of all the levels of care that are out there where brain spotting is being applied and how to apply it to these populations so that we can reach the unreachable. We've both encountered, especially in higher levels of care, oftentimes people that have had unsuccessful experiences with brain spotting, and we really work to close the loopholes in that process for people to have a successful first experience.
Yeah, we've, I think people have been confused at times as far as this high acuity brain spotting initiative, and we wanted to just take a moment to clarify that. You can think about it in terms of it's like high activation and complexity is a better understanding as far as what this training is for. Acuity is often used to describe the level of complexity for window of tolerance and the complexity that a person's struggling with, and so all of these techniques are really to give people more tools, especially tools that help to prepare people and stabilize people to be able to work more within the levels of care that they're working at.
So we're just excited about this initiative. We have an amazing team of people that have been committed to this work, especially reaching those that are in higher levels of care, and we have a team there. So please visit our website and check it out if you're working with clients that have high levels of activation and stress, related to brain spotting, and the people that helped us design this all the way through and offering it. Yes, and we did offer it to residential treatment programs, but have really a broad net approach to reach those of you that are doing outpatient work too. And so it's been reported to be extremely useful for everybody who's been involved, no matter where they're working at. So.
Yeah. November 15th, 16th, and 17th, so coming up very soon. Please join us. We're really excited to have this be this online training. So, November 15th through the 17th.
Yep, and you can register. It's at the HACBSPinitiative.com. So we have it in the description of this post here. And when you have clients that are highly sensitive, we've got some really amazing solutions and actions for you to be able to use in this training. So thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you in November.